Wait. Del, you're not on.
Here we go. Welcome to Roleplay Cafe. I am here with Del and David, and John is joining us tonight as the Dwarf Bomber. We have Todd as our GM of Old School Essentials, and I am Jason, and I am playing Arig. David is playing Lauren, and Del is Trotter, the Halfling, and I believe we are ready to go. So take it away, Todd.
Hey, okay. Welcome, everyone. So, when we last met, the party had finally made it back to Blackfish Bay, yes, after traveling back from the iron mine that is west of Bricket Bottom. You had found the miners dead there, something had happened to the mine, been caved in, there was signs of some sort of perhaps creature moving around there. And you had made your way down the trail on the east side of the lake. And right about here, where it branches off, you saw an encampment of some sort. And that's where you saw a gentleman of some sort, or a bipedal something, coming out of the lake. There was also somebody in a tent that scared off Trotter. He was trying to sneak up on them, but they threatened to murder him, slit his throat or something. And it's a little after that point that as you were traveling on that rainy day, the Hag, which is like August, that you did encounter the Black Dragon, or it looked like a Black Dragon in the distance, some large black hulking beast in the rain, but it was far enough away that you were able to avoid it. And finally, by the end of the day, you had arrived back at the Long Fang Hunting Lodge construction site camp, and you decided to camp there. Their leader, Boland, took you guys in. Most of his men were actually in Blackfish Bay that night, local workers there, staying in the camp. And later in the evening, that grudge guardian, that dwarven spirit from the tomb on Farmer Tam's property. Well, I guess Erig is now. Mm-hmm. Well, he's not Farmer Tam, but
Lord Tam is what I would like to be called.
Okay, Lord Tam.
If I haven't paid yet the town crier to announce the new Lord of Tam Farms.
Right. And you guys fought this creature off, and while you were fighting that creature off, Trotter decided to cause a distraction and release the owlbear youth that was in the cage there.
That who did that? Oh boy.
Yes, Trotter did that, yeah, right?
Release the owlbear.
Yeah, release the owlbear. And so the owlbear took a beeline to one of the tents and started tearing into that, while you guys were also battling the grudge guardian, which didn't look like you were doing as much damage as you thought you could do against as you were in battling. Mm-hmm. But in time, though, one final hit, and it just seemed to fade away into mist and was gone. Right? The owlbear. What happened to the owlbear?
David killed it. Lauren killed the poor thing.
Lauren killed it. That's right. So the camp was, torn asunder. Their prized owlbear that they wanted to take back to the Joth was dead, as were a couple of the workers that were helping the Longfangs build their hunting lodge. So Boland wasn't too happy as you left later that morning, which is the 23rd of the month now, when you made your way back to Blackfish Bay. And I know I recall he asked you folks to tell his fellow Longfangs, if you saw them, get back to camp ASAP. Back in Blackfish Bay, after being on the road, you decided to take a visit to Shenanigans, the tavern that Ignatius owns, and there you discovered that Ignatius had a run-in with those elves that you had encountered a day or so ago, and they had cursed him, and now the fox pelt hat that he's wearing is stuck to his head, and it is alive, and has a nasty temper, constantly yaps at him, constantly tries to steal his food when he tries to eat, gets his tail in his face all the time, so he's at a -2 for any attacks or anything. It's really annoying, this thing, right? So, kind of left off there.
Okay.
Now, okay, so what I wanted to know was, what was party's plan going forward? There had been some talk that you thought that this grudge guardian was going to keep coming. I think there was a plan afoot to get some workers and dig up the actual tomb, right?
Yeah, but
expose it to light, right?
Right.
Well, was it dark when it attacked us before, though?
Yes.
It was, okay.
Yes.
It was nighttime, okay.
Yes, and actually the first time it attacked you guys on the road up here around the Good Night's Rest Inn, it disappeared as the morning sun rose.
Okay.
Okay, when you ran into it here at the Longfang camp, you seem to have beat it down until it just dissipated.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
We also would want to deliver.
At the Longfang camp, it was dark too, right?
It was dark, yes. The sun
It
had
was,
not
okay.
come up. The
Sorry.
sun had not come up when it dissipated.
And we're going to want to deliver the iron to the blacksmith.
Oh, okay. Right. To Arn.
And are there kids about, like 11
In town?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna hunt down a couple of kids and promise them each 5 silver if they'll hike west out of town and retrieve Gus's body at the crossroads. Bring it back.
Ooh,
that's
okay.
morbid.
His body is, I think you left it at the crossroads, eh?
Hey kid, you want to see a dead body?
I think he's over. I wasn't sure whether you met right here at the crossroads, which would have, I guess, made sense.
I don't know. Trotter's the one that said to the crossroads, so I think he meant at Longfang Hunting Lodge right here below.
Here,
right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to see if you can get some kids to.
I'll
to
pay
go up.
5 silver to a couple of kids to fetch his body for us, and I'll give him the horse. This was his horse. You can ride this and bring him back on the horse.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet. They'll take that deal for sure. Okay.
I might just not come back with the horse.
Go back with a plague.
Can he also get rid of that grudge dwarf too for us?
He's mine, Lauren. I will get rid of the grudge.
Those kids are going to come back with dysentery.
So,
now, I wanted to make clear, GM, sir, that they were orphans. I wanted to pick a couple of kids with no family. Orphans, right? Just in case.
Orphans.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Roll 6-sided dice.
Okay. I mean, I am not sending kids with family.
Let's see if you can even. Okay, 1 or 2. Oh, no, you couldn't find any orphans.
All right. Well, I'll still pay them 5 silver each.
Okay. Off they
couple
go.
Of kids, send them off with the horse. Tell them not to drink any of the water. Don't handle the body long. Just heft it upon the horse.
Right.
And you'll grow big and strong like me. You'll get to 17 like me, big and strong man, grown man.
Yes.
Wash your hands.
1 and 2 is orphans. 3 and 4 are single parents. So.
Right.
5 and 6 are
grandparents.
Oh,
next time I'm going to pick a couple of old farts, because, Right.
Okay. So, I got to ask Ignatius, okay, how are you dealing with this situation? With this yipping, yapping creature stuck on top of your head that you can't get off. It doesn't ever relieve itself on you, thankfully.
Wow.
Okay, but it doesn't come off. It's constantly getting it's just annoying. All right.
Well, I do a couple. Ignatius will do a couple of things.
Yeah.
First of all, he's not going to abandon shenanigans, and there's more patrons coming in, obviously, to view this.
Well, actually, I let's roll 2d6, okay, for a reaction check, and we'll see how this is being seen by your patrons. Okay, so the higher the better reaction. Because it wouldn't have taken long. This has been about a day that this has been going on. 8. All right. So there is amusement among our clientele. They're getting a bit of a kick, you know. Some people are keeping their distance, but for the most part, it hasn't really hurt their sales. All right.
I'm really well. You know, I suspect more people would be coming in, and I'm not going to abandon the bar. Is the main point of it. But
okay.
Well, I need to ask somebody. You tell Ignatius is really frustrated with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he's looking at who in the village would make contraptions. Probably the blacksmith or somebody.
Yeah, the blacksmith.
A clother or something that you know, I want something to bundle this, kind of bag this fox up on my head. So if I could have like a Jiffy Pop hat or something, you know,
you want a cage hat?
So something to restrain it somewhat. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
Kind of keep it from slapping me in the face. It may move around, like, you know.
So it has to be light enough so that it doesn't weigh you down.
It could just be the hat maker or clother, you know, whoever does that. So
you don't want anything they can chew through, though, right?
Well,
no, you're right. But
Bomrick is going to speak up and say, "I would be happy to remove the hat from your head," as he draws out his battle axe.
Well, no. I back up and it's like I have to put my hand on my, you know, my hat, which isn't a hat, and jerk it away real quick.
I'll be very careful.
No. Just give me someone. Give me the old dame, you know, or the blacksmith, or the carpenter. There's someone who can, you know, create a contraption to keep this.
I think
feisty thing at bay. And I look up, you know, but I want to start alone doing that, or you know, and I'll call for the priest of what is it?
Asgrim, yes. Father Willem.
Somebody go get Father Willem. I'll throw out a couple of coins to, you know, the boy or whatnot to go.
There's easily someone around that can do that. Right?
Yeah, but those would be the 3 ways that he tries to initially address the situation.
So you want someone to go get Father Willem, and you want someone to go talk to the weaponsmith.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go fetch the armor or the weaponsmith.
Okay.
You know, either it's some kind of helm or something.
Okay.
But you know, he'll still be pouring drinks. He'll still be, you know, kind of halfway when people point of jest or yes, drink up. So he's still minded that way.
Right. Yeah.
I did say with Trotter, Trotter is looking to reconnect with the personage who hired us to belay the witch from setting up the portal. Now he's back in town. Okay, so he's going to be doing that.
Ravis, yes. His name was Ravis. That's right. But he's not here at Shenanigans. But there is the other tavern in town, the Sod and Copper. Sorry. Right?
He'll head toward there, and the inn, or what have you, and just ask around in general.
All right. Okay. Okay, and as for the rest of you, what are we? You need to go to see the weaponsmith that deliver the iron. Right. Okay. All right. And would that cover getting the message to him on behalf of Ignatius about you guys could do that?
Oh yeah, we'll do it.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay, and so are you splitting up at this point, Trotter? Or are you going over to this Ravis guy, or are you going with the party at the moment?
No, he's looking for Ravis. It seems they've forgotten about Ravis. So
Okay. Mm-hmm.
he's going to try to take the money before them.
Okay, so let's go to the weaponsmith. Okay.
Okay.
And there's not much going on over there because he hasn't had any metal. But you guys have shown up. You've got the ponies, and you've got, I think, over 200 pounds of good bits. So yeah, when you present that, he's quite pleased, and he pays you, the group, 200 silver pieces for your efforts.
How's that sound? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I mean it's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Right, and he wants to know, what did you find? Where are the miners?
They've
Yeah, I'll let Bomber
reached a
speak to
very
this.
grim
Yeah.
fate. They've reached a grim fate. Unfortunately, the mine is no longer staffed. We're not entirely sure what killed them or drove them off, but there was no one working the mine.
Oh. Would it be possible to could you some help get it going again? I mean, we're gonna run out of
Yes,
of this.
I'll pull some dwarves out of my magic bag and we'll start mining again immediately. As he rolls his eyes.
For magic arse.
Because aren't all dwarves miners? That's what I heard.
Only when we're young.
No. All right. Well, very well then. I'm gonna have to find some other source or something. No.
Or pay more for what you get.
Pay more for what I get.
Where did you find those dwarves? Aren't there more where you found those?
No, there's not that many in the area. Something about, I don't know, that city of theirs up on the escarpment there. And even from here, you guys can see the escarpment to the north, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The Lapith Dumathoin, and you can see the billow of smoke that has been coming from the city of Sunder for decades, ever since the dwarves closed themselves up.
Okay.
Omric, I don't know. I don't know if we said this, but there's two known places where dwarves come from in this area of Joth, and one is, of course, up there on the escarpment, and there's another place to the northeast that's called the Anvil Lands.
I don't remember that.
Okay. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. And that's another place. So we haven't decided people either one of those places, right? Are you someone whose people were locked out of Sunder when the gates were closed?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I had worked out. I did.
Okay.
That was really the only option at the time. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that was the established thing. Was he didn't make it back to the city in time before.
Okay.
It was like closed off.
Right. Okay. All right. So there's very few dwarves out and about in the world these days, and there's very few too.
Well, we do have a lead on these towers that line the ridge. Perhaps if we could make contact with the dwarves, we could find some willing to leave the confinement of the city and get back out into the world and start mining again.
Oh. Well, I mean, there are humans in mine.
Well, I mean, if you want to call what humans are capable of doing as mining, sure.
But they are cheaper, Bomrick. They are cheaper.
Higher today.
I can go out and rake a forest, but I don't call myself an elf.
No one would mistake you for that.
I just got to step out and tuck in my son, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. So we can say that you've paid Arn. He's still, I don't know if you recall this, but he's still getting freaked out by these fairy talismans
yeah.
that are being left, around his shop. Right?
Still having problems with that. Okay.
Yeah, he is, and he doesn't understand it. But as you guys learned earlier, they're not some sort of fairy talismans. They're actually love letters from the herbalist, the alchemist, Ingra.
Yeah, but I didn't know if that was any of these guys that found that out. I wasn't sure, so I never brought it up. That's why.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that was you, though.
Yeah. It was one of my other characters.
One of your other
killed.
characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of the other,
One of the other characters. Okay. Yeah.
for sides that.
Yes. Well, okay. So we'll say that you guys didn't know about this, but like he's showing you, he's like, look at this every single night. These are left. They're trying to curse me. I've been cursed. The miners and everything. You look at this, and it's love letters. He can't read. Right?
Oh.
And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they were okay. See, I misunderstood. I thought they were kind of folded up and everything, and he just never,
They were folded up, but they've got writing,
perfume.
Okay. Yeah, perfume.
All this, right? Yeah.
He
didn't realize, she's
he's something
Go ahead.
else. Okay.
Pomrick is going to take one and just start reading it to him.
Okay, all right.
Without explaining what's going on, so it's going to sound like Bomber is like serenading him with.
Right. Okay. And he's like, what? Of course he's he's heard of reading, right?
I've heard of these letters,
these things that people turn into sounds, these symbols, right? But yes, he hears you reading, and talking, and saying all this stuff about how much you love him and. Want to be with him. And all this.
That how you feel, Bomber? Really? You didn't...
until you get to the end of the missive, and it's like, with all my undying love, yours forever, Ingra. Right, and then he realizes what this is.
What an idiot!
And he gets all beat red, And he's like, "Okay, give me that here. Give me that back. Give me that back." And he stuffs it into his jerkin, right? And so
how long has this been going on?
Weeks, and he turns away. And, I've got to get the forge going here. So busy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you, I'm not an expert in romance, but if you do return any of these feelings, I would recommend not waiting more weeks before letting her know.
No, it is normal to wait 3 weeks before you respond. You don't want to let her know you're eager. She might want to marry you.
Let's see if he give me a reaction. How he takes that information
6.
from Eric.
Me? Or no.
6. Yeah, he's no, that's fine. He's kind of unsure about that. And what about what John said? Give me a reaction check on that one.
All right.
Let's see. 8. Okay, so he's kind of leaning more towards answering back to her, but he doesn't know how. He might have to get somebody to help him get his words marked into these symbols to pass on to her. If only he knew of someone who could make these scratches that talk. Don't suppose any of you know how to do it, do you?
Yes, but it will cost you 5 gold pieces for my services. Or perhaps we can make a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you provide a shield, and I will write you a response.
A shield. Shield. Well, let me think about this here. And he's looking around.
So I'm gonna whisper.
Does he even have a shield?
I'm gonna whisper into Eric's ears, like maybe we should ask him to make this contraption for Ignatius, and we can charge him even more money for it.
Yes. Instead, Arn, Bomrick reminds me we can do a good deed for our local shenanigans proprietor Ignatius. He needs a cage made for that.
Yes.
For that rodent that is now living upon his head. Have you seen it?
I have heard. This is very magic. I've heard Father Willem railing against it, and I have not gone near that at all. But I have heard. Yes. I could definitely help make some sort of enclosure.
Yes, that would be a fair deal.
Would be strapped to Ignatius's chin. So yes,
yes.
In return for helping me make these scratches that talk.
Absolutely.
And if you could take it to Ingra for me, yes, that would be most appreciated.
What would you like to say? Let's do it now. I'm going to look about for a quill, which there probably won't be one here. Right?
There won't be one here, no.
Okay. No. We could write it in your blood. What say you all? We prick his finger and write it in blood?
Is that how this is done?
I think it would show great affection to her.
Well, it'll be a short note. Yes. Make it a short note.
Maybe we should just spend some time and try to find a quill at another trader.
The traders, Edric's. Yes. He's sure to have such things like that there.
We shouldn't make a concise note just to conserve your blood. I think that's probably not going to achieve the effect you're looking for.
I would like to say more if possible. Yes. All right. Very well then.
I will head over there and see if they have a quilling ink for a reasonable price.
Okay, sure. So you see where Trader Edric's is. Now, as you are coming across, right here, a crowd has gathered, and Father Willem is up on a crate, and he is talking to this crowd of locals, and saying, this terrible fairy magic that has infested the village. First Gregor was cursed by them, and his arm was turned into an octopus limb, and now Ignatius, the barkeep, he now has a fox living atop his head. This fey magic is getting out of control. We must do something in this village to put an end to it. All right, and so he's almost blaming Ignatius for what's happened to him, because he trucked with elves and fairies and such, and he's also throwing some blame at Ingra, the alchemist. Oh yeah, right. So I've made a flowchart because I don't know what the reaction of the crowd's going to be. Okay?
Well, you made a flowchart?
I have made a decision.
You're going to work through it.
You're going to work through it. I'm going to work through it. Okay, so I'm going to work through it. But sure. So I want one of you, please, just let's just see how this crowd is reacting to Father Willem. Okay, so how about Trotter? How about you give us a roll 2d6?
Okay, well, actually, I wanted to let you know what Trotter is doing because he's not.
Oh, wait a minute, he's not even there. That's right. Can we go back? Let's just we'll go over to yes.
Well, he's because there could be a point in time where they do intersect with him. But what he's done is, and I can't remember. I was trying to remember because you wanted to go talk to the sheriff, the Reeve.
The Reeve, yes.
You know, I believe. I think we've already spoke with him though.
Yes, you have.
Okay, so I don't do that. But what I would do is go by after I leave Shenanigans. I'll drop by the Shrine of Asgrim to leave a note that Ignatius needed to see Father Vellum, which obviously he's probably not there at the time. On my way over to the Sodden Coffer to see if I can find this Vellum guy.
Ravis,
yes. Ravis. You know, after that, and I don't know what has happened there, but after that, I would have headed down toward two things to the trader's house because I want to drop off the silver comb, and try to get some money off of it. Right. I don't know if I'd be in contact with them at that moment, but after that, I was going to go down around Gregor's hut and pilfer around because I know he took that boar, you know, from his buddy or whatever.
Oh, from Helmer. Yeah.
I'm just saying that's my line of.
That's your line. Okay. All right.
Is it me
that's my flow chart.
Is it me?
That's your flow chart. Okay.
Is it me or is Dale playing another game?
I know. Right. We're just. We're here to, you know, watch.
Okay. I will tell you, you do run into Ravis at the Sodden Coffer, right?
I'm impressed.
Okay.
I am impressed.
And to keep long story short, okay, he's a sketchy kind of character, but you tell him, I guess, what's happened with the Well Witch, right? And where she is that what you do? Okay. He tells you that you know, he thanks you for that, and
it's been 2 months hence. I want to jack it up as far as the price, you know.
Well, there you are. Here we go. We might have to come to a more permanent delay of the Well Witch's mission, if you know what I mean, my friend. Right? There you go.
Well, I won't tell him this, but that's not in my freaking benefit. So, you know, I demand I've done my part and for double the amount. I mean, not from him necessarily, but for, you know, for 2 months duration when he only asked for a month. But aside from that, I'll pick his brain about what he's trying to do or what he wants done. You know, I'll play along with it before I say, well, good luck with that.
Basically, he tells you, and again, he's telling you that his associates want her taken out. They don't want that portal opened at all.
Yeah, I'll raise my eyebrow quizzically, and I'm like, associates?
And they think that, yes, he won't tell you who his associates are, all right? But you notice
I can't get him drunk enough to do this, because I can spend the time on it. You know what I mean? A little bit of coin to loosen his lips.
Not at this point. All right.
I got a charisma of 8
in the morning.
It's morning time. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's something you're going to have to work on. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, you get the idea that he wants you to take her out, right?
Ooh.
Okay.
Like on a date?
No.
Yeah. Permanent date.
Yeah, that's all they want are little well witches running around.
Yeah.
That's all they want are more little well witches.
Little trotters.
Yes. Yeah, little trotters.
But he has other business to attend to, so he leaves you with that information. He'll get back to you, and
but he did pay, right?
Yeah. And what was it? 50 gold pieces, I think it was, right?
Yeah,
something like that. 50 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll
you will make
that.
So of course. So you will make your way down, and before you even get to Trader Edric's, you do see the crowd here, and you do see your companions on the edge of it, and you hear the haranguing of Father Willem against the fairies, against the elves, against Ignatius, against Ingra
will step up, thrust his hand in the air, and against grudge dwarves, grudge monsters. trying to rally the rabble. I'm not so much in disagreement with Father.
Okay.
Well, he needs to address the problem at hand because Trotter's hopping up and down. You'll see his hand come up amongst the crowd, And I'm yelling, why waste your time here? Ignatius has called for your help right now. So I want him and that crowd to move up to shenanigans and deal with it, The idle talk and chit-chat.
Right.
Be done. Father.
Right. Well, okay.
And
So,
if you've seen what Gregor's done to poor Helmer...
Again, says the priest of Asgrim. Again, it is these fairies and these elves that are throwing off these curses to our people, affecting them, telling their minds.
One problem at a time, Father. Ignatius already called for your help to eradicate his problem.
Let's see how they react to this. Okay, so let's go with Lauren. Okay, Lauren, make a reaction check for this crowd. I want to see, and it's it's at -2. Okay.
Okay, so 2d6 -2.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
Okay. So what happens? Oh gosh, is the crowd is real. They actually don't like where Father Willem's going with this.
No, okay.
All right. They don't like the way that he's blaming Ingra for this. He's throwing some shade on Ignatius and Gregor. All right.
Wow. Okay.
And very quickly they turn on him. And because you rolled a 12, I said that if it goes over 10, they pretty much run him out of town.
Wow.
Okay? They lose their shit on this guy. All right. And they pick him up off that crate.
Huh?
And they carry him out to the edge of town, and they throw him up on his ass.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And he's shaking his fist at them, saying, "You'll rue the day you ever did this to me." Right.
Wow.
Did we just lose our only healer in this town?
Well,
no. We got the alchemist. We got Ingrid.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a hireling,
For now.
That's cool. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So,
all right.
So I mean, this takes a few minutes for this to happen, right?
Yeah.
But so he's gone.
Okay.
All right. And the crowd is actually still whipped up, and they're making their way to the Shrine of Asgrim, right?
Oh, man.
And they're taking their frustration out on the place.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Does this guy have like a reputation for being kind of a?
Well, he's always been very anti fairies and elves and anybody having anything to do with it, right?
Sounds kind of pushy, and they.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. So,
guys, we can use this energy to try to get them to excavate the mine for us, or the.
And how do you think how do we do that?
Oh, we just
what do you think?
Them that's the source of all their problems, and they have to dig it up in order to get rid of it.
That's what I was hoping when I joined in, but now I'm afraid we may be thrown out on our asses, Bomber.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I'd hesitate to actually even interact with the mob right now.
Well, who knows what's going to happen if they burn down the shrine?
It's on the lake. It won't burn too bad.
It won't burn too much. You can see stuff being thrown into the water, from the shrine, right?
It's like a tea party.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They have just had enough of him.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
You rolled a 12 for that.
The dice did it. I didn't do it.
Yeah. And, maybe we should fetch the Reeve to put a stop to these protests.
Yes. Okay. And that was with the -2, and I said that if it was 10 or greater, this would happen. So there you go. Actually, while we're here, Bomber, could you make I need another reaction check because I need to see what happens to Willem afterwards. So if you could do that. 7.
He ain't doing
good. Okay. All right. Super. Okay. Thank you. All right. So you're going to try and find the Reeve?
Yeah. I'm going to suggest it to our group. We should maybe fetch the Reeve, but
yeah, I agree. He needs to put he needs to settle his people down
before they burn the floating town of Blackfish Bay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll hustle. We'll hustle, I guess, in the direction of the reef.
Okay. And yeah, you remember
I'll
this.
see y'all when you get back. I'll be at the trader. I'll be at the trader's place. I'm just lost amongst the legs. You know what I mean? They're not really. There's really never no eye contact, so it's easy to forget about me.
All we got to do is follow the sound of the gold, and we'll find you.
Right.
And actually, Bomrick can't believe he's going to do this, but he's going to follow Trotter to the trader and try to find this quill for the.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So the rest of you are going to look for the reeve.
Yep.
He's probably okay.
Listen to me. I got my honorary badge still on. So.
Okay. Let's just go with Trotter and Bomrick first to Edric. Okay. So Trotter and Bomrick, you get the Edric, the trader Edric's, right? And Bomrick, you're asking about quill and paper.
Yes. I'm not a poet by any means, but we need a quill, ink, and parchment. I was wondering if you would have such wares in yours.
And Edric, he tells you that yes, you can have all that, maybe 10 pieces of paper, and a bottle of ink and a quill for a silver piece.
That seems acceptable. And he flips some silver piece.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
takes the.
Okay, and Trotter, what did you want to accomplish here?
Okay, after whistling a bit to see if Bomrick leaves, and just him hauling around his wares, picking things up and setting them down, you know.
Okay.
I'll come over. Yeah. Slyly, hopefully, I'm just looking for the 5-finger discount. I'll slyly just give him an eye and, wait. If he does slide off a little bit, I'll be right there, Bomrick. And then I'll kind of just move my jacket to the side, my little lapel, my dinner jacket, and then pull out show him the end of the silver comb.
Yes. Okay. Now that's it. Okay, so is Bomrick leaving, or is he staying there?
I think he's not going to leave because Trotter wants him to.
Well, then I'll give a spiel about my dear grandmother. It's lean times, and my dear grandmother. I had to go retrieve it from her.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
Right.
He doesn't know exactly what he's doing, so he's just going to wander around the store slowly. Maybe 20 paces behind him, looking at the same thing that he is.
You'll see a smoke cloud around me because I get nervous and smoking pipe weed even heavier. But I'm carrying his position. But I'll say like I got it from my mother in Brickett's Bottom, basically, and I'll be kind of whispering that, kind of giving glances over that.
Roder will pick a cup up, and then Bomrick will pick a cup up.
Right. So you are presenting this to Trader Edric.
Yes.
And okay, so there's a I don't know if Bomrick's really paying attention to that, or if he's just sort of accidentally.
As long as he don't pick it up,
see what you're doing and what you've got. Okay.
I mean, he's just trying to
do it.
He's not actually know what he's up to. So
I'm trying to do it a little bit discreetly, but under the thing that I'm doing something ashamedly, like having to get rid of my mother's.
Right. How about we give you a 1 in 6 chance of seeing it, Bomrick?
All right.
Marx Brothers at its finest, right here. I tell you.
No. Okay.
They're stick by that much.
You don't see it. So, anyways, once Edric does see this, his eyes, just kind of widen out, and he's, "Ooh, it's a nice piece there."
Yes, and my eyes gleam too, and I lean in. Isn't it though?
Yeah.
I'll be like, hush, like it's between us.
Oh, right. He looks over at the dwarf. He's, all right. I can give you 300 gold pieces.
Wow.
Oh, man.
You're not gonna be able to move pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll double glance over there and like knowingly, like we know how greedy dwarves are, so we're kind of keeping it, on the down low. And then I'll take it and kind of whistle. How you doing, Bomrick? Look over there. You got some fine wares over there. I believe there's pointing out something over in the corner.
And so then Hedrick takes it and puts it in the display case, and then calls over to Bomrick and says, "My dwarven friend, have you not seen this lovely piece here? It's a lovely dwarven beard comb that you could purchase to go through your lovely locks there on your chin."
Now I'll go right beside and get ooh and ah, like this is the first time I've seen it.
Only 400 gold pieces, my friend.
Neither of you know anything about dwarves if you think that we comb our beards.
Only on Thursdays of the 4th month of the 18th year.
It eases a wagon wheel, yeah.
He was hoping you would try to you would purchase it.
It is the women that comb their beards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the dwarven women. Oh, that old story.
You're going to try to have to sell or use your sales pitch on some other fool.
Yes, I'll try. I might have to sell this down in Savory Cove.
Better luck next time, Edric. I'm sure you'll get a fair price for it. A fair price, and then I kind of glance at Bomrick.
All right.
Let us be on our way, Bomrick.
Okay, so you guys are on your way, and
I walk out with.
So back to the other group there. So we got Erig and Lauren, and they were going to go see the Reeve, right? You get to his shack, which is all boarded up. In the background, you can still hear the noise of the angered crowd, the splash of various items from the shrine being thrown into the water. No one's tried to light it on fire yet, but they're going to town on the shrine.
Okay.
Okay. All right, walk up to the door. You said it's all boarded up, like it's deserted?
No, it's all shuttered, I should say. Shuttered windows and stuff, and the doors closed.
Okay. All right, yeah. I'll rap on the door first, and if there's no immediate answer, I'll rap on one of the shutters.
Okay. And a meek voice from within goes, what do you want? What do you want? I want no trouble here. No trouble.
I say, open up. We've returned from our quest.
Quest?
We need to speak with you. It's Lauren. It is I, your honorary deputy.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, honorary deputy. Yes, that's right. That's right.
I show my ribbon.
Okay.
I said I got a job for you.
Yeah. And he opens the door and quickly, come in. And he locks the door behind you as you guys come in.
Take our time walking in.
Mm-hmm. And he's, this halfling is, he's trying to usher you in quickly. And he kind of peers out the door, and he can see the crowd there across the way. And,
what do you think about that?
This is terrible, but as you said, you are my deputies, right? Still my deputies, right? Yes.
I raise an eyebrow.
They have run the father out of town.
What?
You must do something about this. They've run him out of town. They're destroying the shrine.
Yes. We must do something about it. Yes.
Your constituents.
Yes. Well, first now, your mission, right? What was your mission now? I forget. You got to remind him. What did he hire you to do? He deputized you for what?
I believe that
deliver the well witch.
Yeah, it had to do with the well witch as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we weren't delaying her mission.
That's
we were just delivering her there.
You were delivering her. That's right.
Or escorting. I shouldn't say delivering.
So there's so you've got two little missions going. Yes, diversion missions going on there. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So you explain the situation to him about where she is now.
Yes.
And that she awaits the next full moon to open the portal.
Yep, because we know nothing of the duplicity of what's really going on at this point. So yes, all seems well.
Okay, so I think there was he was going to pay you for that. I recall, and I think it was 50 gold pieces.
I'll take Trotters. So, I'll hold it for him.
Okay. It was just you two that were deputized, right? You and Trotter.
I'm going to try to amend that mistake right here in a second.
Okay. So he wants to. You've done such a great job as his deputy, you two, that you and your new companion here, and he knows of Eric Tam.
Okay.
Local, right? So he'd be willing to deputize Eric too with one of these nice little ribbons here.
Deputize me? No.
Yes.
You will not deputize me.
But your community needs you. Look at them. They're
I'm still waiting for you to investigate the murder of my family.
I heard it was some sort of undead or fey creature that
you have not put together a posse of people to root it out and kill it for us?
And I put my hand up and I say, Eric, think of this. As deputy, you would be able to create a posse and not have to wait upon...
I will take 2 of those badges.
Now you're getting into the spirit of it. There you are.
Be proactive, lad.
There. So he quickly gets out his quill and his ink, and he quickly writes up a notice of deputization with your name on it.
And the ribbon.
And the ribbon. Yes. Puts the seal on it and gives it to him. There, you are now a deputy. Now, my brave deputies, go over there and take care of that crowd before they do some real damage to the community.
I put another hand up again, and I say, good Reeve, being deputies, we are there to support and represent you. So it would be best if we accompany you there. And I'm sure your constituents would gladly calm down once you say a inspirational word or two to them.
Now he's sweating. All right, he doesn't look very comfortable.
Well, I'm trying to convince him. I'll say.
Oh, I know. So you're gonna do a reaction.
Yeah, I'll say a man of your a man of your caliber. In the position that you're in, you didn't get this position based upon any type of luck or whimsy.
Is there a I'm sorry, go ahead, David.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, is there a second floor to this hut?
To his place? Yes.
Meanwhile, Eric's going up the stairs and opening a upstairs shutter that overlooks across this to the Shrine of Azrim, while Lauren is talking to the Reeve.
Okay, all right. Okay, and while you do that, and you can see there's probably 15, 20 people there, rummaging around, throwing tapestries and whatnot, and the holy symbols, and they're not happy about this at all. Okay. So, anyways, you're trying to talk him into going. I'm going to let, because this is you now doing this. You can add, if you have a charisma bonus, you can add that to your reaction check.
Do I have a charisma bonus? Let's see here. It's a 13. Do for me anything?
+1. I think that's a +1.
It's +1?
Yeah, +1.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So am I rolling a reaction or 2d6? Or am I rolling?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. 2d6.
Okay.
7.
A +1 is
okay.
6,
Yeah.
Right?
8.
Okay.
So
8. Okay.
8. Okay.
Okay.
So he's not wholeheartedly on board with it, but he's cautiously going to let you take him over there as long as you keep me safe.
Yeah. I will be within arm's reach of you the whole time I read.
And meanwhile, you hear Arig yelling from the top floor window, "Good people of Blackfish Bay!
What's he
Good
doing?
people, you need to settle down now before we have to apprehend you."
Okay, so that's the major gist of what you're saying. Eh?
Mhm.
Okay,
Return to your homes.
Yeah.
You have done your damage. You have made your point.
Right.
Depending upon how that goes, I've got an idea though.
Okay. So let's see what happens. Make a reaction check. Add your charisma bonus, or
I don't have a charisma bonus.
Okay.
8.
Oh, okay. So that kind of gives them a bit of pause, and they're leaning a little bit. Now, this, of course, that takes longer than what you just did there, but after a few minutes, they're kind of like uncertain as to what you've kind of taken the steam out of their anger. Okay. Although they're still kind of roiling around there, but they're kind of uncertain about what they're going to do next. Okay, but they're not throwing things into the water, and things are de-escalated somewhat. Okay. All right. So from that point, what would you like to do? Do you still want to go out there with the reef?
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to make my way over there with the reef.
Okay.
And, while people are still milling about,
right.
I will. Lauren will wave his arms above his head, say, gather around. Your reeve wishes to speak with you." And if there's any place where the reeve can stand, like if there's a podium or a dais or something, a chair,
something to get him up
still in one piece,
higher. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Your shoulders.
Bomrick, John, why don't you roll 3d6? I want to see what he has for a charisma.
Oops.
He's got a 9. Okay, so that's just normal. So he has no bonus. No bonus. So Meekly and Shy, the reef gives his speech, trying to quell the anger of these folks and get them to go to their homes. And let's see how they do. I'm going to roll him, okay? So he makes him. It's I'm gonna have to give it a -2 because he really. No, I'm not gonna give him -2. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that because his charisma is 9, so that's right. So he's fine. Okay, so yeah, he's actually a meek, shy kind of guy. Very, very nervous, anxiety filled. Here we go. Oh, okay. So that didn't go over well.
Okay.
With the crowd, and they start getting fired up again.
Okay, that
right?
That's fine. Yep. Okay.
Okay, things are going in the water again.
All right. So when that starts happening, I walk up to the reeve and I say, "Give me that pad or whatever that is in your pocket there that you're always scribbling on."
Yes. Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start walking up to the individuals that are the rough rabble rousers, that are there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start taking names. And I'm going to tell them that they are actually I'll call out for Eric as well.
Yeah, he's making his way along the boardwalk past the gatehouse over to where you guys are at.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell these individuals that since they are destroying public and private property, that they are being what's the word? I can't think of the word.
Give it a citation?
No, they're basically going to get Shanghai to dig at the.
Yeah, that's it.
Pick up the.
manual labor.
Yeah, manual labor. Civic duty, civic
Press,
service.
changing.
Yeah,
Community service. Community
Yeah,
service.
community service. Yep, to pay for the
Community
damages
service,
that they're done.
Okay, all right.
And,
okay.
Arig will be right behind him, hand on his sword, shield,
Yeah.
in hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
Badge in my teeth.
So-
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you try to intimidate the crowd. You've got his help. So you make a reaction check for these people. You can add a 1 for Eric being at your side. And, yeah.
All right, so 2d6.
8.
So
Okay.
9.
9? Yeah, 9. Okay, yeah. Okay. So you didn't have to write any citations. And the crowd reluctantly disperses in time. Okay. So it's going to take a little bit, but eventually they disperse. The shrine isn't too great, and the Reeve is quite upset that we've lost our only holy man in town. Doesn't know what we're going to do. He's very
As people pass, heads down, sheepish, I remind them, tomorrow at dawn, Farmer Tams, you will be digging. You will be digging bright and early.
And
bring your own shovels and picks.
Or we will have some for you to buy.
Eric will give Lauren a wink and a smile.
We'll see how many people show up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right.
We'll see.
I'll give my nod back. Okay.
Okay. All right. So averted disaster here. The shrine down. The cleric, the priest of Asgrim is not here anymore. All right. So is there anything else that you? Is there anything you guys do? Nightfall.
Well, when I left the trader with Bomrick, I'll mention I looked down about. Gregor lives down the road.
Gregor, yeah, he's
in number 10.
Oh, okay.
I think
number 10, which is
number 11.
Oh no,
number 11. Sorry, number 11.
Which is here. I don't have it. Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah. I just quizzically he said poor. What was the name of the Helmer?
Yeah.
He's taken off. Perhaps we should look into what he's done with that boar.
Right.
Well,
perhaps that hangs at his hut, or maybe he's there.
The only other thing to do is deal with that crowd over there, and I don't feel like doing that. So,
that's all I'm doing is making a freaking diversion.
Okay, so you guys are doing this while Lauren and Eric were taking care of.
Yeah, more
or less. Okay. All right. So you go to his hut. The door's not locked. It's a pretty simple affair. Hut, and you see no signs of occupation on the side.
Can you remind me? I'm sorry, 1 second. Could you remind me who Gregor is exactly?
Okay, Gregor was he's kind of like a guide and hunter in this area.
Okay,
everybody knows him. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
but
he's
he
the
lost
one-armed guy, right?
He was the one-armed guy who lost his arm to the dragon.
Okay, I just needed that reminder.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he got cursed. Whose character pushed him down when they were being chased by fairies?
That was my character.
That was your. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Your character did that to him. That's right. Okay.
I don't remember which one.
Yeah, I think it was.
You mean Malwin? Karma got that character?
Malwin or Stratford. It was one of those two.
One of them. Oh yeah. That's something else too. As you're Trotter, as you're going down there, you also see. The heck was that? The one that was working on your boat. Stalwart. Yeah, because he sees you and calls you to tell you that the boat's done. Repairs are made to it. Okay?
Hey, good man, good man.
Yeah.
You know,
So
that I've kind of been lifted somewhat my heart, and I'll tell him to stay at the ready and meet me at, watch the boat or bring it to dock, and I'll be in shenanigans and get in contact with him later as I get with my crew, decide what to do. But
isn't there some sort of payment to?
Well, yes, come to shenanigans. I don't just walk around with coinage on me. I'll have to get it from from my safe.
From your
I'll pay you due course. Yeah, I'm going to broadcast. I won't bring that coinage.
Very well then.
Lopsided or not.
As he walks off, you can hear the very audible clank of 300.
Ants are probably falling down.
Yes, it's actually 350.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
I got to go by the traders and get some suspenders. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And a belt.
That's 35 pounds worth of gold.
Mm-hmm. Oh god.
Yeah, and I was already packing
that's
anyway.
Half of what you weigh.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Wet.
I was already packing as it was. But
you must be moving slow. Wow.
Oh yeah, I said I was waddling out of the the traders earlier, but
Okay.
and that's what I mean Bomrick for. I still got my chest puffed out at Gregor's place, and I'll usher Bomrick under the authority of the Reeve. You know what I mean? As deputized, officially deputized.
Right.
Trotter, as much as you annoy me, I'm impressed by how many irons you have in the fire.
Okay.
I just take a puff on my pipe pipe and smile and then gesture. We know Gregor's harassed Helmer on the road and scurried off with a spore. So, so as we've heard Helmer say, but knock on it. Nobody's there, right? So we can do a forcible. We can do a forcible entry.
It's not locked. It's not locked.
Are you deputized to do that?
Definitely a small town.
Actually, Trotter is deputized, right?
He is deputized.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the authority of that
on official business. Investigating an assault, right?
Exactly. And then I say it out loud. I broadcast it that we're going to enter if you don't let us in, and kind of look both ways. And then gesture toward Bomrick. Let's walk in. Find out what he keeps in there.
Do you normally yell out when you break into places?
Well, I got to publicly announce it. I'm not breaking in. That's why I puffed out my chest and pushed out with my thumbs the lapels, and you can see the little red ribbon I got standing there.
Yeah.
And I glanced down at it. So, don't be so hesitant. You're in the authority of the law.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize.
You don't have a solid gold billy club or anything now, do you?
No. Don't spend your time groveling to me, boy.
Put enough coins in a sock, and it becomes one hell of a club.
That's right. That's right.
Let's go ahead and give him a blanket.
Okay. All right. So you go in there, and there's simple household items, but there's no armor, there's no weapon, there's no equipment. Looks like he's left.
That's what I was going to say about how long it don't look like freshly. There's no fire, or there's no.
Oh no!
Everything. It's been a while, at least I can discern.
Yeah. There's no embers, nothing like that. There's no meal left on the table.
A little bit of dust. Okay.
A little bit of dust. Yeah.
Okay. I will search the area for a little bit, see if any kind of letters or anything incriminating. Okay. If not, I'll try to plant something. But
what are we looking for exactly?
Yeah,
I'm going to help, but
yeah.
I just want to clear what's going on.
I'm perplexed at why he would do that. Assault Helmer on the road. They were friends, and it took off like that. So I don't smell any boar. I don't see, according to Helmer's statement.
No.
So I'm just looking around for footprints or anything.
Okay. All right. So roll 6-sided dice.
Just one.
Both of us? Or just one of us?
Yeah, you're both looking. If you're both looking around, sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
2. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dice.
Deli, are you going to roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as my computer wakes up.
Oh, okay.
Roll.
or grab a die.
Yeah, grab
The old-fashioned way.
It's rolled. It's just going to take a couple of minutes.
5. Okay.
5.
Okay. So, you go through this place. Pretty sure there's nothing gives you any information. It looks as if he took everything he needed hunting for.
Okay. So he didn't totally abandon the place, but it looks like he's just out. He's been out for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay. I stroke my chin and take a puff on the pipe or two and look thoughtful for a minute and then turn around on my heel. Well, it's like there's nothing to be found here.
Right.
The town thanks you for your service, Bomber. And I turn around and let us leave.
I'm so happy.
Okay. Let's just take a quick bio
I can tell
and
you.
I'll come right back, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Minute or
Sounds
two.
good.
Okay, thanks.
For that, yeah.
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 That goes back to our very first session in Blackfish Bay. Is that boat? You guys went out to find it.
I pushed that sucker out there, yeah. Later on, since Stallworth up to gather it up.
Okay, so you're going to pay him. Is there anything else? And so where are you guys staying?
Well, I'm gonna once we move this crowd away from the Shrine of Asgrim, I will ask Lauren if this creature, you did not kill this creature yesterday morning. Do you believe the Shrine of Asgrim would be a place where we would be safe from it?
Now that it's been ransacked rather, I don't know if it still holds any
But if we could fetch back the father and he could bless the place, do you think it would provide us safety from this creature?
Possibly. We could always go back to that tavern and just hole up there and see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, you were remarkable, and I have seen you in action, but I'm not yet convinced you have killed that creature. But just in case you did not, it is somehow superior to your skills. We should prepare for the night.
Well, we can try to find the priest and drag him back since the crowd is gone now. If he'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what you're.
Averic's definitely leaning toward finding the father and bringing him back.
Okay.
Actually, can you show me the big map, Todd?
Sure.
Or the Joth map?
Yeah.
He didn't go far. They gave him a pretty good jostling, and where's he gonna go? He has no food, no water, no horse.
Agreed.
Okay. You would have, if you asked around a little bit, it's easy to discover that he out towards the Long Fang.
Oh, so he went out toward Longfang.
Oh, the father. I'm sorry. What is his name? Father
Willem.
Okay, Father Willem's headed toward Longfang. Okay.
Right.
I think, since I do have the boat, I could give tours around the Lake of Talons, but I'm more thinking about getting up to that point, getting up to the point to where we can ferry people from the iron mine, and right above the Lake of Talons to the right of it, where the 2 trees stand. That's about where we met the
there.
Mm-hmm.
Elves.
Right here.
No.
Yeah,
that one. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see along the lines back to Bricket Bottom, because when that well witch opens that portal, if we can ferry people straight to the town, you know what I mean? And even from the mine, if we could reopen the mine, you know, maybe.
Yeah, but wasn't that big mouth knight or whatever it was?
Yeah, but I mean,
right
but you gotta. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was there, so I'm somewhat perplexed about him and wanting to eradicate him from the situation. But also, there's a black dragon we've already encountered in the woods, and those 2 elves with the hounds. So they're covered the area that is basically that track of path leading up the Bricket's Bottom past the hunting lodge is dangerous pre-up for anybody coming from that portal. So if we want this town to be prosperous, I say we just come down from the mine to where that point is, and then can ferry people across, you know, and even down the river. So that's what I'll be doing with Ignatius. But that's what I want to say. If y'all want to do that, help me. You know, that person that threatened my life and said that, you know, we need to eradicate him.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, little man.
Oh, yes.
You must save my farm before we aid you in any more of your escapades. My family's dead because of you.
If you do this, you whelp, I'll pay you enough to hire.
We must do that first. We will be battling this
mercenaries.
every night.
We're ill-equipped, and this creature hasn't approached us on the sea.
Speak for yourself. Did you not see Lauren's fight?
Lauren's fight?
Are you saying Lauren is ill-equipped? He dematerialized that creature if it isn't dead.
No, but we need to stay. My point is exactly, we need to stay on the lake where the creature can't get us and take out that. So these poor.
So this story of your capitalistic nature is really, let's get on the boat and get in the lake, is what you're really getting at.
Yes.
Before I go on any nautical adventures, someone owes me some armor and a shield.
I'm willing to pay as soon as I can get my cut from the sheriff and the and bringing the ore down from the mine. From the reef.
Yeah. The reef, yes. He says since you did not show up at the time that you were instructed to, that you forfeit your bounty.
And your badge.
And your badge. Hand it over. By order of the reef.
I shall talk to Danforth myself.
Danforth?
With this nonsense.
That's Dark Age of Man.
Sorry, man. Come on.
You're in the wrong game, country.
Wrong city.
Todd, do we have time to look for the priest, or no? Or is it
yes, you have
upon us?
No, you would have time.
Just pray for him. In this,
you have time to run out there.
It's
a couple hours there and back.
Well, I kind of think at least that's worth a shot. See if we can do that. And then,
unless being on the
morning,
water, being on the water might be a way to avoid this thing. If it walks on water, then we are doomed.
A dwarf on water? And I look at
Bombrick. Can they walk on water? Can they swim? Bombrick, can you swim?
Not last time I checked. We don't like doing either of them.
I am tempted to get on the boat just to see how Bombrick handles it.
I've never tried. I could attempt to walk on the water.
Oh,
how large is this boat? How large is this boat? Can we?
This boat usually has about.
Is it like a barge
people.
Or a?
It's a river boat that's rowed by about 8 people.
So it's a large
yes,
rowboat.
And it has a sail too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty legit. We can ferry people across. I'll have to charge you for ferrying you to the destination.
So Todd, growing up here, 17-year-old, growing up at Blackfish Bay and Farmer Tams, how many horror stories have I heard about monsters in Lake of Talons?
Mm-hmm.
Well, people don't go into the middle of the Lake of Talons. They usually stay close to shore and.
Gotcha.
I was wanting to take disembarking groups out there,
but they don't. And you guys do know that demon lights have been seen at night, rising up from the center of the lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's you can go in the shallow waters safely.
Oh, we could skirt the edge, but still, I think it's a safer route for us. And if we can get rid of that danger
from sundown till sun up,
then we can potentially reopen this mine and have Brickett's Bottom whenever she opens the portal to have a way for pilgrims to reach Blackfish Bay, which is going to help us all out, right?
You better get those pilgrims to sign a waiver, because if they end up dead, it'll be your head they come after.
Oh yes, waivers will be included.
No.
It'll be in small text. But that's what I'm suggesting.
I look at Lauren and I say we either hunt the father down and hold up in the shrine and hope that has some effect. Bomrick, do you know any of this? Whether this creature would be affected by these holy places?
Well, I mean, I think if we bring the father back, it's just going to deter people that are coming down from Joth. I mean, he's a part of a small little religion comparatively to what they're going to bring in. They'll probably bring in a new.
I'm only concerned about surviving the night. I'm not really concerned about the father's long-term employment in Blackfish Bay.
The best way to do if you want to survive the night is get on the lake.
Every night we have to gird our skirts and run on a boat. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's fly the waters. You can move a lot faster on water than you can on land.
Not when it's an 8-man boat and there's only 4 of us. There's 3.5 of us.
I will kill us because my back will be hurt.
Don't worry about that. I've got.
Unless you plan on rowing in circles, little man.
No.
Oh, you won't be rowing. Trust me.
No, I have Stallworth. He's going to captain it. Okay, as far as that other kid that I had that would lead my donkey or my horse, Applejack.
Alberg. Yeah.
Dalen. He's going to be.
Dalen. Yeah.
Remember? Dalen,
yeah.
And then them two grandfather people that he hired out. So what I'm saying, that's a whole compliant of the people we need to, traverse.
You could find enough people.
Yeah,
John, you had a question. John?
So I wanted to get a sense if Bomrick thinks that either the holy ground or the water is going to protect them from the Grudge Guardian.
Well, the Grudge Guardian travels on foot, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've heard nothing about it being able to walk on water. And sure, it being some sort of specter or undead, a holy ground or cleric might have some effect on it, yeah.
Okay.
Especially a cleric of Thraxis.
Here's what I think. Trotter, Trotter, get the boat ready with all of the rowers, and Lauren and I can grab the mules and ride for Longfang to get the father.
So be it. I've got to get everybody together. So it'll take a little time.
And we will meet you at the shrine. We'll put the father back in the shrine.
Okay.
If you must.
Then we'll make our stand there.
And then we can have the boat available. I mean, is there not room to float around Blackfish Bay
yes.
itself?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, there's little ladders and docks
Sure.
and stuff that actually jut out from, right?
we can always have a foot in the boat in case it does not work.
As long as the water is deeper than a dwarf, then I don't think it would be able to reach us from the bottom.
Yes.
Good.
It is deeper than there. Right? Okay. So, who's going out to Longfang Camp?
I will grab one of the mules that we brought back with the iron, and I will mount up and kick it and whip it and whatever it takes to ride down the road on this mule.
Anybody else going with Eric?
Calling out for the father.
Yeah,
I will go with
go too?
Eric.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will go with Eric? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Bomrick. And the other two are Lauren and...
What time is it?
You've got probably 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So you get time to get there and back. Just
I
before
will,
nightfall.
It's a fruitless endeavor.
I'll pull Trotter to the side and say, here, as I am more of a friend to you than you have been to me, I will bequeath you with this 20 gold as part of your reward from the mayor.
Okay.
You can see my eyes glistening as I water up slightly.
Yeah.
I'll nod at you and put the gold in the pouch over my chest. Put my hand on your shoulder. Anyway.
Those of you that were at the shrine would have noticed that it had been desecrated. People had wiped things over, the dais and thrown the holy symbol of
I'm giving citations out
into the water.
Yeah, citations are coming. They're coming. They're in the mail.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be writing all night.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go out to Longfang Camp with Bomrick.
Yeah, along the journey, I will saunter my mule up to Bomrick and say, "Have you had enough of the little man, Trotter? And by the way, I have the authority to give you one of these," and I'll hand him one of the badges that the Reeve gave me.
Hand those out like candy, huh?
Is this an award for best pony?
Well, no, it means you are officially deputized as a lawman of Blackfish Bay.
Oh, is that what that means?
Is that what's happening?
All right, and he just stuffs it down into a little pouch that he has hanging on his belt.
Ties it into his beard.
Right.
Potty trainer award. Here.
I'll put it on as soon as we get back.
Just tie it into your beard.
Yeah.
Nothing gets tied into this beard.
No, only dwarven women tie stuff into their beard.
Have you ever met the dwarven woman?
I knew it was coming.
My father regaled me with many great stories of the dwarves.
You gotta get enough about talking about those dwarven women, kid.
At the Longfang Camp, okay, you get there, and when you arrive, you can see that Father Willem has been taken in by Boland and his men.
Not in Albert.
And he's having a discussion with them about the situation in Blackfish Bay. And you will have a chance to try and... they're totally on board with Willem as far as being anti-fairy elf. All right.
Arig rides up as majestically as he can on his mule, pulls it to a stop, kicks his left leg over the top and drops onto the ground like he's done this a million times. Father Willem, we are here to take you home to Blackfish Bay. We have stopped the protesters, and you will be returned to your shrine in Blackfish Bay. And I'll nod at the leader of the camp, Baldrin. What's his name?
Boland. Yeah.
And I'll ask if they've seen two boys at the crossroads today picking up our dead friend Gus. Has anyone seen these boys?
Let's see if they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Okay. And I forgot about that, but they would have. Yes, that's been done.
Ah.
They have returned his body.
Okay. So we might have heard about that at some point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Or they told us.
yeah. So you're going to try and convince him, right? So we're going to need a reaction check for that.
Okay.
So
Here we go. No modifier. 7.
7. Yeah. Okay. So he's uncertain. He has to ponder this for overnight and think about this.
But no, you cannot. You cannot leave your shrine of Asgrim.
I have made my decision. I will stay here with a friend who I know will keep me safe, and I will pray to Asgrim for guidance on this matter. I will make my decision on the.
Well, can I ask you
your
this,
shrine-
Father?
Mm-hmm.
Is the shrine of Asgrim still holy land if it's been holy ground if it's been desecrated by a mob of rabble? And will it turn away, say, undead grudge guardians?
Well, of course, it is holy ground. It is sacred to Asgrim. Of course, it will keep all such evil at bay.
Even if it has been desecrated?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
It will take more than a little poop and urine to scare away Asgrim.
Asgrim is good. Asgrim is great. I mount my mule and look at Bomric. Let's go back, Bomric.
All right.
Unless you have something to say.
Well, I mean, I don't blame this guy for not coming back, but I also think that this was a wasted trip. If we're going to give up so
But he
easily.
has assured us that it's holy ground. That's all we need to know.
Well, if you want to take his word for it, then
Well,
let's
you're
go.
a dwarf, Bomric. If you were dead and on a grunge mission, would you be turned away by holy ground?
I hope to never find out.
Oh. There's only one way to find out.
Way to find out. So you make your way back to Blackfish Bay.
Yeah,
Get back before nightfall.
riding this mule hard.
Yes. Yeah, you get back before nightfall, and that's where you're going to hole up is at the shrine.
Well, I'll certainly address the guys and explain to Trotter and to Lauren that we have been assured by Father, who may not come back to this shrine as he has been put off, but he assures us it is holy and it should be safe. Bomric thinks otherwise, but we can put it to a vote. Do we get in the boat and chance it, or do we try this?
It's not that I think otherwise, it's that I question the word of a man who would run from his holy ground so quickly.
And leave it. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if we have the boat stashed nearby, I think most of us have survived the encounter with the Grudge Guardian, so we can likely, statistically, most of us will make it in a boat.
Probably.
Right?
More than likely. Maybe.
There's a slight chance.
All right.
But, yeah, he has the boat ready, and Todd allows of requisition all the needed help to leave out on the morrow. We'll travel during the day.
Okay.
It's skirt around that area, but maybe we can get a little closer to find out what the demon lights are on the way to that. But that's the location. I want to have Stallworth as the. Hopefully, he's a competent sea captain? You know?
Lake Sailor, yes. He's he's actually Stallworth is in my grandkids game. He has ferried them across that lake many times. Right?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Don't get him killed now, Dale. You don't want Todd's grandkids to be.
Actually, he was one of my old characters. So.
Oh yeah, he was. That's right too. That's right. Okay, so where's the boat going to be? Just give me a ping map where you have it.
It's going to be.
It should be. It should be right there because this is where the shrine is, so we can come out and jump in if we have to, right? Okay. So we have an outlet to the lake.
Yes.
Yes. There's 7 shenanigans too. So.
Yeah. Actually, there is this section right here. Like this boat here could actually go.
I see it. Yeah, it's a little separate. Away, okay? Yeah, so it's like a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll keep it on the inside to keep. I mean, the lake's probably fairly placid anyway, but keep it kind of protected.
Okay. So night falls. You are going to set up your. Are you got a watch, or you going to lie down?
First, I might spend some time straightening up and shuttering the windows and the doors, if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it closed up and locked up tight is what I would be doing. As we set up.
Okay. Very well. So you secure it as best you can. Bar the door, shutter the windows, and So, is anybody sleeping, or are you just gonna?
I'm sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, Arig will. Is this 2 stories as well? Is there? Is it an open?
No,
it's like a vaulted roof and everything. Okay.
Yeah, and he's got like private chambers tucked in one corner.
Okay.
Over here is where he would sleep.
Okay.
And the rest of it is shrine area itself. Okay.
Are the demon lights dancing tonight?
Yes, they are. Yep.
Okay.
You see them under the water in the middle of the lake, beneath the talons. Yes.
I will. I will hold first watch. You can all rest easy.
Who's on second and third watch? Or are you gonna do?
Bomerick will take second watch.
Second watch. Okay.
I'll do third.
Okay.
And probably fourth, because I'm sure.
I'm in shenanigans asleep in my room.
Oh yeah, well there you go. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you're in shenanigans. Okay. All right, here we go. That is second watch, right? It's during the second watch that in the distance you hear a dog barking and a thud far off, and you can hear sounds of wood splintering. People, there might be guards on the gatehouse.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But you can hear them screaming.
Oh boy!
And then you hear more thuds, wood splintering, and then you hear thuds on this door here. And eventually the door starts to give, and it shatters.
After Trotter.
And who's standing at the door looking at you. Oh yeah.
We don't need to see that. We know what he looks like.
I'm that
guy. Can he pass through the doorway after
he
shatters it?
He shatters the door and stands there. Desecrators will pay. And he pauses at the doorway for a moment.
350 gold.
Yeah, Arig walks up within, just out of arm's length, and smiles at him and says, "Not tonight, my friend."
And he steps over the threshold.
Oh, shit.
He steps over the threshold.
Yeah.
Roll initiative. Eric, you're there, so you
4.
Okay.
Right.
What are you going to do? What's everybody else going to do?
Run for
We're
the
gonna
boat.
lead him to the boat. Yep. Lead
Yeah.
him to the boat.
Yeah, I'll flee toward the escape route, toward the boat.
Okay.
Now, if all this is going, and I'm snoring. I guess whenever there's opportunity for all this splintering and cracking to wake me up,
You're in
that's when I'll get up.
shenanigans, so yeah, I'll. It's 1 in 6 chance.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You're sleeping
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah,
All that,
yeah. I'm
Your head's on that pillow of gold, and you're sleeping. You're
cruising on the pipe weed.
counting gold sheep.
No, it.
Okay, so no one is engaging. No one's engaging.
No, I'm fleeing.
No,
and as
but
I'm
as
running
I'm-
toward our escape route, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs to any and all that can hear that Asgrim is a false god, a false prophet.
Okay. Wow, there you go.
And Bomber's going to yell, "Don't tell him of the desecrator that's in the tavern."
Oh,
Too funny.
no.
That's hilarious.
Oh, okay, so this is all taking days.
Wow.
The 23rd of the month, this is all happened. Okay, so there's no tax of opportunity in this game, so you guys did have the initiative, so you were able to get to the boat.
Rousing as
And,
I drop into the boat, rousing this rabble of rowers. Row, row, you fools, row!
Well, Stallworth would have been.
You would have gone out a set of doors here to
Yep.
get to the boat that's here.
Right.
Okay.
Man.
As you row away, you see the Grudge Guardian consider you in the boat, and then it turns and looks towards Shenanigans.
Is there any rope in this boat?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And I
And-
try to lasso the Grudge Guardian and pull it into the water.
Right.
Okay. That's
Why would you
that's
give it a
good.
safety line, Lauren?
Okay.
Climbs up the rope once.
So, all right, make a.
No, you
We got a
fool!
30
Don't
probably
bring
got a
it
30
to us.
We got a 30 strength anyway. We'll see.
So, make a dex check,
I'm sure I won't do it.
but you're going to add 3. Okay.
Okay.
See
I'm
if
sure I
you're able
won't do
to-
it.
So,
+3. +3. If this works. It'll work.
what's your dexterity?
13.
Oh, so you're 19. Is that modified?
Oh, that's modified.
Either way, you're you get one more chance before trudging along towards the door to Shenanigans.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give it one more shot and see if I can get lucky.
Okay.
I did add that
One more-
right? Plus, I am adding actually +3 to that, right?
Yes, you are adding +3 because
All right. Okay.
it's hard to do.
Okay. Nope.
You did it again. Okay, so the Grudge Guardian gets to Shenanigans and splinters the door and heads in there on a mission to get to Trotter, I guess. All right, Trotter, by this point, I will give you a 4 in 6 chance of waking up.
Okay.
5.
Now, I was going to say before when I was asking about the demon lights in
Yeah.
that earlier episode is, when we were sitting out on the dock and I was regaling Lauren of my tales, we were looking from that little balcony of the demon lights. Okay.
Mhm.
So that'll be out the window. It's like the top part of 7.
Right, yes.
Okay. So I got to roll what now? 1 and 4.
Because there's so much noise with this thing shattering the
Yeah.
there's a
4.
4 6
Well,
chance.
And I
Yeah.
hear that splinter and
And you hear-
yell.
you hear-
Obviously Ignatius is going off too,
No, you hear a deep voice. Desecrators will pay.
I like a Pop-Tart. I just sit up. My eyes go wide, and I white knuckle the sheets in between my fingers, and I scramble off the bed and try to reach for my britches and putting them up as I'm hearing him lumbering in his way.
Yes.
Toward
coming up the stairs, you could hear him.
Okay, what I'm doing is okay. I stop. I know. I try to get on everything I can get within that time.
Yes.
And I'm going to open that window and jump out.
Okay. If you make your deck, lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I got 14 dex as +1.
You just got to roll under your decks.
Yeah.
Good.
You got it? Okay, all right. You got all your clothes on just as the flies open.
Ooh.
And the Grudge Guardian is standing there with his great axe.
I try to take as long as strides as I can, loping toward that window. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't even know if I have time to glance back at him.
I don't know. Let's roll initiative and see who makes it first.
All right.
All the gold is going to drag you to the bottom.
Oh, that would be.
No, I've already given my. That's why I glanced back.
He did. He already gave it to Ignatius. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I try to think of things like that.
Yeah. If he gets initiative, he'll get attacked before he gets to the window. Okay, good. You got it. So you are able to get to the window before he gets to you.
Okay.
And
open the shutters and throw out the sash, and then throw myself out too. You know what I mean? As I'm looking at the demon lights and I hear them rowing, panicking below.
Yes, and as you others are rowing by, you see the windows of one of the windows in Jeanette burst open, and a small shape comes flying out the window into the water just off to your left.
Okay.
Bloosh. And up in the window, you can hear and see the Grudge Guardian screaming about desecrators.
Desecrators!
But he goes no further. And you will be able to retrieve Trotter.
If you want to.
If you want to.
Swim, little man, swim!
He's dog paddling as fast as he can. Gurgling and everything. Sputtering.
And, it'll cost you 5 gold to get on this ship.
No exceptions.
5 for each of us.
I'm calling for Stalwart, he'll have his pole stuck out for me to grab it.
Well, one way or another, you wind up in a boat, okay? And that's where we'll end tonight.
The Grudge Guardian has no respect for Asgrim or for a good flask of ale. Flag of ale.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay. Well, there you go. This is a good turn of events. This is a good turn of events. I like this.
Yeah,
that Willem got kicked out of town. That's cool.
This town isn't going to survive us.
He ain't coming back either, as far as Aeric's concerned. We're gonna burn that shrine to the ground and build something else there.
Build something else.
You'll leave a new mob. Yeah.
Right.
Why the shrine's taking up, wasting space? The way I see it.
Right.
We can
convert it into
Starbucks.
Let's open a casino.
Convert it into what, John?
The Starbucks.
Another tavern.
Another tavern.
Yeah, we'll have 3 in town. Right.
Wow.
Right.
The 100% Foxhead free tavern.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. That's right.
Foxhead free. Wow. No actual battle tonight. Just
no, there were battles going on.
Plenty of battles.
There's plenty of jockeying for position. Yeah.
For position, yeah. So that's cool. Like that's going to change things in town without Willem there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was killing people as he was going through town.
That Grudge Guardian probably walked beside a like a homeless person that with that little bear bowl in his lap, trying for change.
All right.